So funny.
You.
Oh God. I guess
You're gonna be able to get down here?
No, probably not.
Oh boy.
Where are we?
Hi everybody.
Hi
Amanda,
everybody.
Chris.
Where are we?
We are in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, what's the name of the show?
Live from the road.
Where are we?
Seattle, Washington.
Oh, is that where we are? And
We
where
are.
are we right here?
Right now we are in our hotel room.
Yeah, because I
with
think
this beautiful fireplace.
I think it's. We were gonna do it outside, but it's only like 55 or 56.
It's a little
out.
chilly, so we decided we have this nice fireplace, and we can look nice and cozy. And
that wasn't scripted.
It wasn't. And make a video here in our room.
So yesterday, on our way up from Portland, we stopped at a place to eat. Just by chance, we ran into some construction traffic, and there was a place on our list that was in, I don't know where, something, Centralia or something.
It was in Centralia, Oregon. Or no, Centralia, Washington, excuse me.
Right, and it was on our list.
Side note, did I mention that throughout the last few years, I've been putting together this massive list, or the both of us have, but a list of like all these different places we want to eat across the country.
Like 200 places.
And sometimes we're able to hit them and sometimes we're not.
Right.
It just happened to be.
Was one. Right. So we turned back, like 20-minute drive, and hit the place. What was it called? It's
called Joy's Once Upon a Time.
Right.
And it's a little restaurant in Centralia. And it was excellent. Yeah. All homemade food, sandwiches, soup, salads.
Oh, yeah. I got a turkey sandwich with like cranberry. And yeah, it was good.
It was very good.
Yeah, that was good. And then we ran into a guy, an older gentleman.
What's fisherman.
Joe?
Joe.
And
Joe the fisherman.
He gave me fish.
He gave him a package. He's going to get it right now. As we were talking to him and telling him our story.
Where's my fish?
That story about how we're traveling and that, he said, I got a present for you. And we said, oh, okay, thank you. And
vacuum packed and smoked.
A vacuum packed package of fish.
You can sort of smell it through. Can you smell it?
I can, which means it's not coming with us anymore.
It is. Vacuum packed and smoked. Then you're going to eat it tomorrow morning.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope, not.
He recommended it with cream cheese on bread or a bagel.
I bet it would be good. Nope. It's just not coming with us because I don't want the car to smell like fish. So we maybe can just give it to somebody.
I'll eat it. I should eat it right now.
Oh boy.
All right. So then, and then he recommended, besides giving us the fish, he recommended that we stop at the
Glass Museum in Tacoma, Washington.
Which
we did.
Yeah.
Which was really cool because they have the hot room.
Yeah. Right. Well, it's not like what our friend Matt thought of was like glass.
Matt thought we were going to a
like window panes glass, like and bottles
and glass windows.
Yeah, rearview mirrors and things, like boring stuff like that. This was art, and this
was all glass blowing.
Yeah,
all artwork created by glass blowing.
Yeah, and you missed it, but they were working on a deer head. And then
maybe like a reindeer.
Yeah, and that's the not a real but a glass one. And we have video of that. And then there's tons of other artwork.
It was really amazing. Yeah. And I have some great pictures of some of the pieces that they have in their museum there as well. Glass blowing it's an amazing art, and I got to do it once.
You did
not there,
to do it, but a long time ago. I made a paperweight.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that.
I left it in my former employment. I think I gave it to somebody. I know, I'm so stupid.
Yeah.
I should ask for it. Maybe I'll reach out to him, ask if he still has it.
Who?
His name's Mark. I think I left it with him. I'll ask Mark Lloyd if he still has if he's watching this, I want my paperweight back. Yep. I want it back 20 years after I gave it to you.
So anyway, so then we headed into Seattle.
That's where we are now.
Some horrible traffic, but we got in. We enjoyed taking a walk along the.
I don't know. Lake?
What is it? It's like a bay or something right here.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like our hotel isn't in the downtown. It's right on the outside. Yeah. So
we saw an amphibious plane land, and I was like, "Let's do that." And you're like, "No." And I'm like, "Come on, I'm afraid of flying. This will help." And you're like, "No." So we didn't do that
because I get motion sickness, and there's no way in heck I'm going on one of those. I can go on a big plane because they're more sturdy, not one out of those little tiny ones.
That would help.
He's crazy. He couldn't go on it either. He can't fly, and he wants to go on something like that.
I think it would help. It's baby steps.
Yeah.
Baby plane steps.
Right.
Baby amphibious plane steps.
Anywho, you don't like when I say that. Anyway, So that was it yesterday.
Not just that.
So today we had an eventful day.
We did. What did we do? Remind me.
We did lots of laundry.
Oh yeah, we did laundry.
People have wondered, for me anyway, I don't know if they ask you these kinds of questions.
No, they don't ask me if I do laundry.
Well, I get all kinds of questions about, what are you going to do with this? How are you going to get your mail? People I talk to, like on social media or like followers? Before we left. Yeah. So one way that we do laundry is we stay in hotels that have guest laundry services, which has worked out great.
Yeah.
This one happened to be free, so that was even better.
Free's always good.
But we went to
So where were we?
An underground tour of Seattle.
Right. And people are like, what does that mean? Like sewers?
No.
No, not sewers. We didn't see Ed Norton. The reference for everyone who's like 70 and older.
Ed Norton?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
He worked in a sewer.
Oh.
He was Ralph Cramden's best friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway. So the underground tours here in Seattle, years when Seattle became Seattle,
I don't know.
I don't know how.
It was like below grade, and then they had the streets were like 8 feet above, but there was places of ill repute
below. So here was the street.
Yeah.
But then down here were like businesses and speakeasies and brothels. And, But even
sounds
before
like a great place.
Before there were brothels and that, they did just have shops. And they used to have ladders that would come down from street level down to where the stores were.
Right. And then one year there was like 30 drunks who died or something.
Yeah, so then they were like, okay, we can't
leave
do this
the bars
anymore.
And they would try to climb up the ladders and they would fall 10 feet and hit their heads.
Basically.
And then they didn't have doctors back then. They would just like put leeches on your head and then it wouldn't help.
Anyway, that was a long, drawn out little story.
Anyway, so then, and there's pictures of those things underground. It was a cool tour.
It was a really cool tour. She was really good.
Yeah, she was
entertaining.
Lots of funnies. And then there's things, there were skylights that they put into the sidewalks, which were just basically pieces of glass. And they worked great in the day. The problem was when the sun went away, it was still dark in the
down
underworld.
Below. Yeah, so they only would have like lanterns and people couldn't see. One little tidbit that she did tell us about the little glass, there will be pictures that we'll insert here of what these skylights will be, but she did tell us that when the prostitution was popular, women would write their information on the bottoms of their boots. What kind of information?
Like name?
Like their name and how much they charged.
Oh.
And so they would stand on top of these
back in the 1800s. Well, the skylights, they would stand on top.
Yeah, so they would stand on top of the skylights, and the men from below could see
who the name of these.
And it would say Charlotte at the saloon or something like that.
25 cents.
Yes. And that's how they would know where to find people. Rendered. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And it's really cool that a lot of these, I keep forgetting, what are they again?
Prostitutes.
No. The things in the ground. Skylights. I keep forgetting the word.
Yeah. It's hard. It's a hard word.
Quite a few still around.
Compound.
So it was kind of interesting.
Word, I think is what those
anyway,
words,
after that, we then moved on to Pike Place Market.
Oh yeah, Pike's Place Market.
Pike Place.
Pike.
Place.
Pike Place?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right. It should like a guy named Pike and it's his place.
So, and that's very popular in Seattle. It's a huge market. It was really crowded. It was.
How'd you feel?
I felt uncomfortably crowded.
Did you like it?
I thought it would have been cooler if there weren't as many people.
Yeah.
If we lived here and you could go on a day where there weren't a lot of people and you could get.
No, right. Well, they're no tourist day. Just for Seattle.
Just people who live here.
Probably
because the produce and the flowers and the fruits and vegetable stands that they had.
Oh, we got fish.
Really
fish.
cool. We went to Lowell's, which is a restaurant.
What did we get? What's our fish and chips?
Blah 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 blah.
I couldn't remember.
Lowell's is a restaurant that's been there 100 years in the whole thing. You can talk now. And what do we get?
Fish and chips. Thanks. Yeah, that was great. Fish and chips.
But where do we sit?
Fish and chips.
Where do we sit in the restaurant?
Fish and chips.
And what was going on in the restaurant?
Oh, there's people who are from out of town. Those people, the selfie people. Wow, there's someone. We talked about this the other day. People taking selfies. This was a girl who had a professional photographer taking selfies. So then and then she was pretending she was taking pictures of the photographer. It was very meta. But we said the other day the girl took like 35 selfie pictures. This was probably like 350. Yeah,
and they easily were there an hour and a half.
It was a while
sitting there
because we were there. They got there before us, and they were. Yeah,
I mean,
anyway,
I don't understand that whole.
It was funny,
but it was kind of funny because at one point I said, "So the girl is taking pictures of the girl taking pictures of outside."
Yeah.
So, but we had fish and chips there. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best. I thought where we had it in Padoga Bay was better.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Then just wandered around.
Is that what we did?
Where?
I don't know what else
today?
we did.
Yeah, we didn't really do anything else.
No, it was a slow day. And then we went to 5 Points.
We went to the 5 Points for dinner. That's another place that's been around in Seattle since 1929. Obviously, there's a theme where we like things that have been around a long time.
I love things that have been around for a long time.
Like me.
Where are we going tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're going to Vancouver.
All right. I'm glad you remembered. So, 3-hour drive. And we're crossing the border. Do we have pass cards?
Yes.
Well done.
I don't know what happens when we go through customs.
I don't know. I hope they don't go through all our stuff because they're going to be really sad.
Oh, and what did we have to do when we checked into this hotel?
Yeah, we had to remove our cargo box on top of our roof because the parking garage was 6'6" and our height is with our cargo box is 6'10". So there would have been a problem if we pulled in, but we took it off and
it's now sitting in our hotel room.
It's over there. Anyway, anywho. All right, so thanks for watching. Is that the end of today's episode?
I think so.
Okay.
And then
smoked fish.
Chris will enjoy his smoked fish.
I'll eat it for breakfast.
Oh boy, breakfast. That's not coming with us.
Smell.
No.
Smell.
Mm-mm. I don't even want to touch it. I'm afraid my hand's gonna smell. Ew. Ew.
See you next time.
Bye.